Now, what we want to do is set up the system prompt for the next set AI step. So we'll go ahead and add a new variable, select prompt, and then create a new prompt. And here's the system prompt that I came up with. I wrote, you are an expert BMI calculator. Your job is to calculate the user's BMI based off their current height and weight. You must extract their height and weight from the user query and perform the calculations for their BMI with the following formula. Then I pulled this formula from an online database. This is for the metric system. After that, I said, if the user provides any metrics in the imperial system, pounds or feet, inches, you must perform the calculation for their BMI with the following formula. And then I just grabbed the BMI formula for the USA metric. Then I said, you must only respond with their BMI. Do not add any other information. And the best way to make sure AI does this is to give it what's called a one or a few shot prompt. So I wrote, for example, Q, meaning question or query, I am 5'10" and 200 pounds. Answer, BMI would be 28.7. Then for the temperature, I'm going to set this to around about 0.25. And then for the user prompt, I just have calculate the user's BMI based off the information they provide in the message. And then last utterance. And then I'll just quickly title the prompt and call it calculate BMI. From here, we're going to apply this new variable called BMI. We want to preview this to make sure it's working. So we'll go into the prompt and go to run and then write I'm 5'10" and 210 pounds. And just for a quick note, I'm going to change this to GPT-4o mini and then we can run. As you can see, we only get the BMI of 27.9. So the AI is correctly taking the formula, knowing that it is in the USA metric and then using the correct formula based off of that. From here, what we want to do is bring this into a message block. And this is where we're going to write your BMI is, and then insert our BMI variable. And then we're going to go ahead and drag another message block underneath and write, enter your info so I can forward you a free course to aid you in your weight loss journey. After this, I want to add a button so we can allow the user to agree and say, okay. So we'll go ahead and add a button and we're going to call this okay. Then we'll add another button and call this no thanks. So this allows the user to decide whether they want to give us their information or not. If they say no thanks, we can drag this to another message block and say, okay, no problem, good luck. Then we can pipe this into an action. We will select the end action. So this will end the chat. From here, let's go ahead and create the logic if they say okay. We will do a message block and we will want to say, awesome, what is your name? So I will do one message block here and then add another one below that says, what is your name? From here, we will go to capture their reply. We'll select entire user reply. Then what we want to do is create a new variable called name that's going to capture and save their name. From here, we now want to add another message block that says, what is your email? Again, we'll do another capture step. We'll create a new variable called email. Then we'll pipe this to another message block that says, awesome, just to confirm your name is name. And we will get this from the name variable and your email is email, and we will insert that from the email variable. Then we'll add some buttons for them to tell us if that's correct or not. So we just go ahead and drag this on. We'll add a button that says yes and then another button that says no. If this is no, we're going to pipe this into another message block where it says no problem, you can enter them again. And what we could do is send them back to this block here where they enter in their information. What we're doing is actually routing this to the second rectangle beneath that says what is your name. That way we can redirect this to the what is your name block. So it doesn't say no problem, you can enter them again and then says awesome, what is your name? It'll just say no problem, you can enter them again, what is your name? Then if they say yes, everything is correct, we'll send them to another message block and this says great, you will receive an email with your plan shortly. From this block, we're going to set up an Airtable integration so we can forward all of the information into a spreadsheet. Now that this side of the logic is built, I'm just going to go ahead and build out the muscle gain logic and then quickly walk through what it looks like. So here with the muscle gain logic, we changed one thing. Instead of a set AI block with a prompt in it, we're just going to use a regular prompt block. These are relatively the same, the only difference being that the set AI block saves the output to the variable, whilst the regular block simply types it to the user. So for our system prompt, we wrote, you are an expert muscle gain calculator. Your job is to determine approximately how much protein the user should eat per day based on their current weight and desired weight to reach their goal the fastest. You must extract their current weight and desired weight from the user query and perform the approximation for their daily protein goal. Use your knowledge of protein consumption and muscle gain. Respond in one sentence max. Then we will have our user prompt in which we will tell it to calculate how much protein protein the user should eat per day. From here, we do the exact same logic we did for the weight loss. We forward this to awesome, what is your name? This captures their information and gets it ready to send to the CRM. Now, if we quickly wanted to just test the system out, we could go over to the top right hand corner and hit run and then run our test. You can see it's asking us the question. We can go ahead and write, I want to be stronger. And you can see it's following the muscle gain path. It's asked us what our current weight is and what our desired weight is. I'm going to write 180 pounds and I want to be 190. Here, the response AI will tell us you should aim for approximately 190 grams of protein per day. And I have the perfect meal plan to help you reach your goal. Enter your info so I can forward a free course to aid you in your muscle gain journey. I'll go ahead and say, okay, now it's going to ask us for our name. So we can go ahead, type that in, and then our email, I'll put in 123@gmail.com. Then it's going to say, just to confirm, your name is Pulp and your email is 123@gmail.com. I'll just hit yes. And then from here, I'll take us to our last block, which says, great, you will receive an email with your plan shortly.